Not only using for loop, how do we use for each loop also? We can also implement for each loop for that. Okay. We can also implement for each loop. How do we implement for each loop? And how do we use that for each loop also? Let us see. Using same concept, how to get the collection of links in a web page using for each loop. Okay, na? Because for each loop always important when you want to get any collections basically. Did you try all the examples, all of you guys? Up to date? Did you complete all of them?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Right? Okay, fine. Right. Now, let me create one instant object. WebDriver object is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay. So let us launch URL and then maximize it, driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, and let me suspend tool for 5 seconds, thread dot sleep for about 5000 milliseconds. Same way, how do you get collection of links here? Collection of links
in a web page.
in a web page, yeah. How do you get that collection? What we should go for?
Sir,
Find elements.
yeah.
Yeah, method is find elements. We take help of find elements method.
Yes, sir.
How do you get that find elements method? What we need to do? How do you get that integer collection?
List.
Yes, yes, we have to take help of list interface.
Yes, sir.
Control space bar. Don't forget to import java.util. Don't import AWT. Okay, go with java.util. And which collection it is? What
Sir,
should be the data type?
Sir, web element.
Exactly, web element collection. Store into one variable links.
Links.
I'm storing.
Driver.
Yes, I'm storing all the links in a web page which are stored in anchor A into links variable, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
locate them. How to locate them? Driver
Sir,
dot
driver dot find elements.
find elements, right?
Yes,
With
sir.
with what we need to locate them?
Sir, by
Tag
dot tag name.
By tag
Yes.
name.
Why you're using tag name? Why can't go with the link text and partial link text?
Because this is not a hyperlink.
Yes.
No. Why can't we go with link text or parse link text? Why you should go with only tag name?
So here we are collecting the
Collecting
number
the
of
links.
elements.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we are not working on specific element. We are not working on specific link. We are getting the
Yes, sir.
collection of links.
Collection of links.
Yeah, which are stored into tag A. I mean
Yeah.
anchor A, HTML tag.
Anchor
A.
it. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So what that HTML tag we should provide here? A. Right? So
Yes,
what
sir.
Selenium will do? It will go to any web page, and it will get the collection of links that are stored in HTML tag A and stored into this links collection.
Yes,
Links collection is holding what? Integer values. It's holding what? Integer values of this list collection. Okay. Now to print that collection number, we need to go with one more method. What is that method?
sir.
Number of
links are.
method. What I should go?
Sir, links dot size.
Size method.
Size
So what?
method.
Yeah, what size method returns for you? Size method always returns the integer value that is stored.
Sir.
Yeah, that is stored in this list collection.
Collection.
Okay, fine. Now, after getting that collection of links, what is our next target? Yesterday, what we did using for loop, we're iterating all the links, and
Yes,
we're
sir.
getting the link name, and we're getting the link URL, right?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
instead of using for loop, I want to take help of for each loop. Iterate all the links by using for each loop. what should be the data type here? What I should use? Whether to go with integer type or string type or what?
String.
String or integer?
Integer, because it's a list.
Integer, sir.
Integer,
Sir, integer.
not string.
No.
No. Integer type, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? All of you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Simply remember, see, I'm not using for loop. I'm using for each loop. What I told you in for each loop class? Data type. When you're defining data type in for each loop, always look at your collection. Look at that links, see that array collection. What data type this array is holding?
Web element.
See, for loop, we cannot go other than integer type here because they're integer values.
Yes, sir.
So when you take for each loop, always remember, we should take the collection data type. Simple logic, nothing to confuse here. Especially many people are confusing. When you define data type, go and check first. Go and look at your collection. What data type this collection is holding? The same collection we have to iterate. Yes or no? So our data type should be what? Web element. Control space for import package for that. Store into one variable. Position. Every position. Store every position of that collection into one variable. I am defining one variable, each variable. What is each variable holds? Each variable will be holding the position of this collection. If this collection is having 100 links, 0 to 99 will be stored into which variable now? Each variable. Okay. So which collection it is? Links collection.
Links.
Yes. Now what do you want? Capture each link name. Come on, guys. We have to capture each link name. The method is get text method only by using get text method. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Get text is a string type or not?
So string type.
Yes. Store into string variable. String
Link name.
link name is equal to
Links dot get.
links or linka.
So links.
Links.
Links. What do you want? See what do you want? Links dot get method. Huh?
Get
See that?
Get text.
get text, sir.
Wait. So here there is no question of going with get method. In for loop, we should go here. Already I told you every position of the link stored into each variable. Each is a variable already holding every position. In for loop, we don't have any variable holding. That's what we're using get method. Here no need of using get method. Why? Because already every position stored into each variable. Do you understand, all of you? That's the difference here.
Yes, sir.
Directly go to every position. Every position means each only. Each dot get text.
Get text.
Direct attack. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Each is a variable which is holding every position, so that we can directly get from each variable. Same way, capture each
Links.
link URLs.
URLs.
Same again. It's also string type. String link
URL.
is equal to, go to that position, every position, where that position stored. Yes. Each dot
Get
get
URL.
attribute.
Sir,
Attribute.
If you use get current URL, it will print only that current URL. First of all, see, we are not getting that method, get current URL. So, get attribute.
Get attribute.
What is that property we should define?
href.
We can get from href. So, print now. Sysout. Link name. First, I want print link name. Plus, go to new line. Slash n. Plus.
Link URL.
Link URL. That's it. Okay. I just want to wait for a few seconds after printing the link size. Wait for a few seconds. After completion of this iteration, again wait for 5 seconds and then close my browser.
Yes.
Driver.close.
Close.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can define any URL you want. https:// rediff.com. Okay. Add your superclass. Throw about. Okay. So let me run this. How many links you're expecting in Rediff application means we're expecting 2 or 3.
And it,
Oh, n number of links. None of our business. Selenium will take care of it. Just wait for the results. That's it. 1 or 2. It will go and get that collection using tag name and it'll tell for you. Look at that. So we can take either for loop or for each loop, no restrictions. $290 links are there here. And there are 290 links which are stored into HTML tag A. Look at that. Why it is not printing some of the link names means they have to remember they are not visible. So these are the links we have in this web page. These are the links we have in this web page. Okay. These are the links we have in this web page. So it's going on iterating all of them. Done. So it has printed all this, right? So what is shopping? What is this? What is this here? Shopping? Link name. Link name. And this is URL of that link. And here also shopping, again link name. So again shopping. Again investors, link name. Advertise with us, link name. Disclaimer is link name. Privacy, link name. Rediff Lab, link name. Below that we have link name, URL of that link. So every link has URLs. Every link has URLs. Okay, na? So like that, we can take either go with for loop or for each loop, not a restriction for us. We can retrieve either that way or this way, no problem. Okay, na? Yes. Before we start working with the next topics, everyone should learn what is XPath. How to write our own XPath from today. Instead of you are copying every time XPath, right? Using CrowPath, you have been copying that XPath. From today, we have to make a habit of writing our own XPath. You know, most of the projects will be written with XPath only here. 99% of the Selenium scripts in real scenarios will be written with XPath only. So what is this XPath? XPath is nothing but XML path. XML, you know full form of XML? Extensible Marked Up Language. HTML full form, anybody?
Hypertext
markup language.
Hypertext Marked Up Language. So XPath we are not getting from HTML document. XPath we are getting from XML path. XML path, right? So it is the simplest way which will help you to locate any element in a web page using traditional XPath expression. Look at that. Expression. What is expressions here? What are expressions we have? Why are you crying? That is one expression, right? How do you say? You're telling, hey, why are you crying? Why are you so sad? How do you say all this? By looking the face expressions, right? Face expressions. Why are you sad? Why are you so happy? How do you say all these expressions? So when you write in Selenium also, we have to go with expressions. Expressions are nothing but wild characters in keyboard. You might have studied in your classes. intermediate or somewhere else. Wild characters. 60 characters in keyboard, right? Star, open parenthesis, square bracket, forward slash, single forward, double forward, dot. So these are all the expressions we have, right? So we write XPath with help of expressions. Remember all of you. Why do we use that expression? Means there are chances in runtime. In runtime, there are chances to change the attribute values dynamically. For example, try to understand carefully why I'm using XPath. You should get clarity on that. In Facebook application, before we used to get login account page, I think. Suppose I'm writing for this male radar button or female radar button. I just want to write a code for that. Let me show you dynamically. Web driver is equal to new Chrome driver dot get method driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, and we'll wait for few seconds again for that. Thread dot sleep, wait for 5000 milliseconds. Okay, na? Just I want to before that, before application we used to open, but now okay, we have to click on create account. We'll write directly for this create account. Right click is not working. Control F12 HTML page. Why right click is not working for this button here? Okay. What happened? Control F12 is also not working. Okay. We can locate like this, no problem. In Firefox also we can get XPath here, CrowPath, using CrowPath. Okay, I'm copying related XPath for that. Okay. Locate for that element driver dot find element by dot XPath value. We will provide XPath value dot click. Okay, na? Again, wait for 5 more seconds or 2 seconds at least. Now I want to after going to that create account, I just want to select radio button. Say for example, male or female, whatever maybe. Okay. I want to select radio button. So again, locate for that. Right click on it, inspect element, go to CrowPath, add set driver command. I want to go with ID. Go with ID. Okay. dot, what is the method we use for that? Click method. For radio button, I told you, radio button, check boxes, everything, we have to use click method only. Okay, na? Let me see whether Selenium is able to identify that radio button or not. I don't know. Let me check it out. So what is the ID value it has while inspecting here? Is ID value u underscore 1 underscore 2 something, right? Let me check. Will it be same or will it be changing or I don't know. Sometimes attribute values, remember attribute, you know what is attribute here? ID, name, class name, these are all attributes. That attribute values may change dynamically. Chances are there to change dynamically. When they change dynamically, in that situation, Selenium cannot identify those elements. See that? What it's saying? What it's saying? No such element exception. What is that? No such, why it is saying? ID is, the ID what we give is not right ID value. Why? Look at that. Remember, this is a browser opened by Selenium, not by us, right? Let me see what the ID value Selenium is, while running runtime, what the ID value in runtime, let us see. Check correctly. Again, inspect correctly for that element. Female reader button, female reader button. So that what it has? ID is equal to what it has? U underscore 1 underscore 4. Yes or no? But while inspecting manually ourselves, it is having U underscore 1 underscore 2. That means in runtime, this value is changing dynamically. This attribute value changing dynamically. Some situations we face like this. Some applications are behaving like this. While inspecting, it shows something. In runtime, some other, it may change to some other values. Attribute values, not attribute. Not attribute. This is attribute. This is value. This attribute value will change. So, in order to overcome such problem, we should all of us should learn how to write our own XPath. Do you understand, all of you guys? So that is the reason, basic reason why we are going with XPath. Having always, you might have observed, see, lot of expressions it has. XPath always having lot of expressions. Double forward slash, square bracket, at the rate, single quotation. So these are all the expressions we use. Different types of expressions we use. So XPath is not getting from HTML. XPath is getting is a traditional XPath we get from XML path. XPath uses HTML document structure. HTML document, DOM, document object model. DOM stands for document object model structure that looks like XPath expression. The basic syntax we write for locating XPath is, we can write it. But remember, all of you, how many types of XPaths we have in Selenium? If anyone asking you manually how many XPath we can choose, means 2 paths. What are the 2 paths? Absolute XPath. We are copying every day this absolute XPath and related XPath. Am I right or not? Manually. For every element, we have related XPath plus absolute XPath. Look at that. Related XPath, absolute XPath. These are manually we can copy. But what is the difference between absolute and relative? They'll ask you. Absolute XPath addressing any element in a web page from parent to child. It starts identifying element from starting to ending. Parent means starting. That starting, I told you already, parent will be always, what is parent for any HTML page here? Parent will be always HTML. This is HTML tag. This start from here. Absolute XPath will start searching element from this parent to entire page, how long it goes on. Absolute XPath always starts with single forward slash. The best example is, see that. For the same application, absolute XPath, if I remove this, if I go with this any text box, look at that. We have 2 XPaths here. Relative XPath, copy this relative. This is relative, simple path. For the same element, if I copy down absolute X path, look at that. Same element. This is absolute X path. It always starts with single forward, starting from parent. It keeps on searching element from starting to, means from parent to child, root to child. It always starts with single forward slash. Okay, na? That is a basic X path we have. Absolute X path is a direct way to find element, but disadvantage of this absolute X path is if there are any changes made in the path of that element, the next path gets failed. Suppose developer in between is adding any one of the tag, assume that is adding any one new tag. Chances are there, developer will go on adding as per client business point of view. When he's adding any new tag in between, obviously it will fail or not. Previous X path will be different. Now new X path will generate again newly by adding the tag name. It will fail. That's a drawback we have. So we don't prefer most of the time absolute X path. Okay, it always starts from where? From parent to child. But whereas relative X path, what is relative X path? Relative X path is also called as partial X path or customized X path. Remember that. We can write our own. It's generating the same way. In general, we prefer relative X path to address any element. Relative X path is a combination of tag name and any of the attribute values of web element. Look here. Look here. It's a combination of properties, attributes and attribute value. Do you see anything in absolute X path? Any attributes here? Any attribute values? Look here. In absolute X path here? No.
No.
Right? No attribute, no values also. But here we have attribute. It always goes with attribute, attribute value, attribute, attribute value. Relate X path always starts with double forward slash. Relate X path always starts from double forward slash. So for relative X path, start from middle of the HTML DOM structure. It can start always with a double forward slash, which means it can search element anywhere at the web page. Single forward means what that meaning here? Single forward means it's always searching from parent to child. Double forward slash means it can search anywhere in the web page. It can search anywhere in the web page. It can go and search in between of that HTML. It can go and search beginning of that HTML. It can go and search end of that HTML. That is the meaning of double single forward. Whenever you are providing double forward slash, you have to understand you're asking Selenium to search that element anywhere in the web page. When you provide single forward slash, you're asking Selenium to confirm for that particular, means from starting to ending. See, from today, we can write our own X path, relate X path. See that. First, look at that basic syntax. First, we have to provide tag name. Syntax, look at that syntax. Double forward slash, tag name, open square bracket, at the rate, attribute name is equal to value. Value, we should provide in single quotation, square bracket. Make sure that you're writing perfect X path. These expressions are very, very important here. Without tag name also we can write. You know what is tag? HTML tags, or every element have HTML tags or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Today,
Yes, sir.
input text box will have input tag. Radio buttons also will have input tag. Buttons will have button tag. Links will have anchor A. Tables will have table tag. Images will have image tags. Every element will have some HTML tags. So start with the HTML tag. What does it mean if you go with the tag name? It means that you're asking Selenium to identify that element with that respect to tag name. What if you don't use tag? Star means what is that meaning of star? It won't look for that respect to tag. It looks for all the tags in that web page with that attribute and value. Here it looks with the tag name with respect to tag name and search that element with the tag name. If you don't give tag name, It won't bother about any tag name. It will search for all the tag names in that web page with the defined respect to property and value. Single forward, what does it mean? It is such entire structure. Double forward, it is used to identify immediate child element. That's the difference here. Single, double. If anyone asking you what is single forward, double forward means, it is used to search the entire structure and it is used to identify immediate child element. Okay. Tag name, with what tag name you want, we can give, a lot of different tag names we have. At the rate, why we give at the rate means it is used to select multiple attributes. Sorry, selecting the attributes. At the rate gmail.com, we say at the rate yahoo.com means with what? Attribute name, can define different values also we can define. So basic XPath we can write like this from today. Basic, general basic XPath, relative basic XPath means see that double forward slash tag name open square bracket at the rate attribute is equal to single quotation close square bracket. Here what we define in the single quotation means value. Which value? Attribute value. That attribute can be ID or name. See that from today we can write tag. Say for example, I'm saying input tag here. Example input tag open square bracket at the rate ID is equal to single quotation. We'll copy that ID value and we'll provide here. Closure square bracket. Here without tag name means don't say input tag. Define star if you don't want with the tag name. One with ID. Not only with ID, you can write basic XPath with name in XPath. So that in XPath, all these are in XPath. Next, not only in ID and name, we can say class name, class. Not only class name, we can say type. Not only type, we can say another href. Not only href, anything else. Value. These are different attributes. Which element? See, we go on inspect element. Don't worry. We inspect elements. We write our own. We can write with ID. We can write the name in XPath. We can write class in XPath. We can write type in XPath. We can write href in XPath. We can write value in XPath. Basic XPath. But there are different ways writing XPath. That's what I'm trying to say here. Relative XPath, we can write like with ID or name, anything. Okay. What is the difference between absolute XPath and relative XPath? Here question. Absolute XPath starts with single forward slash. Whereas relative XPath starts with what? Double forward slash. Absolute XPath, we don't use any attributes. Do you accept with that, all of you guys? Do we use any attributes in absolute XPath? Do we use any attributes in absolute XPath? Attributes. Look at that. Attributes. ID, name, class. Do you find anything to look at here? Is it possible?
No, sir.
No. Whereas relate XPath, we use attributes. Absolute XPath is a full XPath. It's a big XPath. Remember always. And start with single forward. Relative is a partial XPath. It won't be much big, right? It's our own. We can write our own customize. Using star and relate XPath. Yes, what is star here? Star represents any tag name. If you say tag name, it looks for that respect to tag name. If you don't say tag name, it won't be simple. See, all of you in Chrome, especially in Chrome browser, all of you listen to me. In Chrome browser, in HTML page, not Chrome path, in HTML page, open this HTML page, inspect like this. Open this HTML inspect. Okay. Now, Control F. At the bottom, you'll find see that text box. When I say Control F, I press Control key and F button. Finding. Type Control F. From here, suppose say for example, I want to know how many hyperlinks we have in this web page. How do you find double forward slash anchor A? All of you know links will start with anchor A. See that how many it's saying? Look here at the bottom, all of you. How many links are there in this web page?
61.
Look here, 61. One of 61 links are there. I just want to know how many input tags we have in this web page. Try, no problem. Type this and we can find out. There are 32 input tags in this web page. There are 32 elements having input tag. I want to know how many list box we have, select tag we have, select, type select tag. How many elements here we have? There are 4 elements we have with select tag. I want to know how many buttons are there in this web page. Buttons. So start with the button tag. See how many buttons here we have?
2.
3 buttons. 3 buttons. I want to know how many images are there. So that's what I'm telling. Every element will have some tag, HTML tag here. There are 5 images in this web page. I want how many tables are in this web page. Web tables, tables. Every element will have table. How many tables we have in this web page?
Note.
No tables, 0. So that's what from today we can write XPath from here also. Remember from today. Okay. First we have to learn all the syntaxes here. I want you guys to learn all the syntaxes. Then we can start writing. That's what I clearly explained here. All of you guys try to extend that. We can find location of element in a web page using XML XPath expression. The basic syntax is I told you double forward slash tag name attribute attribute value. For example, I have taken one application. See, for suppose I want to find this text box using XPath. How I started here? Double forward slash input. What is input? Tag name. What is attribute here? What is attribute? ID. And what is the value? It is message. How I got user message means that developer gave an HTML page input tag, so that I take an input tag. ID is given by developer ID and I copied that value here. Basic XPath. Basic XPath. Look here also. Look in this page. Come on. I want to locate this text box. Locate this text box first. Right? Basic XPath. Look at that. What we can take? We can take type. We can take name. We can take value. We can take ID also. See, they gave a lot of locators. Double forward slash. What the tag name it has?
Name.
Tag name, HTML tag.
Input.
Start always with the tag name, input. Input, open, square bracket, at the rate.
Right.
Inspect again, inspect element, don't confuse, inspected element. With what you want to locate? I want to locate the ID. Give attribute name as ID.
ID.
Is equal to single quotation, close your square bracket. Now copy this ID value, and paste here. You should highlight now. Look at that, all of you. It highlight that element. See that highlighting or not?
Yes.
What is that count? Look at that count here.
1.
What is
One.
the meaning of 1?
There is no duplicate is there.
There is no duplicates, exactly.
There is no duplicate.
So there is no any other element with this value. This is what we are doing. XPath directly we are copying related XPath. Right? From today, keep on writing. So absolute XPath, related XPath, always we have to make a habit of writing. That's what I mean to say here. Absolute, just now I discussed absolute, relative, I discussed all of you. Now there are different ways we can write XPath, not only absolute XPath. See that. Writing smart XPath for complex and dynamic elements. Writing XPath with the tag and attributes and values. Trio. Trio means?
Tag, attribute.
Three we are using. Trio. 3. We can write with the tag name. We can write with the attribute. We can write with value. Okay. So as I told you, tag name, attribute, value. This is called trio tag we are doing. So far we are doing user message. First one that we know all of it, basic XPath. And I told you in Java class, very clearly I told you in Java class, contains. Do you remember contains?
Yes.
What is contains in Java?
Sequence.
Yeah.
It displays the sequence of the characters.
It checks with the sequential characters in a string, right?
Yes.
It will check sequential characters in a string. That's what I told you. In XPath, contains also will play an important role. Just now in XPath, see, in male radio button or female radio button, what is changing in runtime here? What is changing in runtime? This ID value change. What is changing that to? Is changing the complete value or only some part of the value?
Suffix.
No.
Some part.
Only this end value is changing, I think.
Yes.
U1 will be same. Only this is changing to 4, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
All of you are listening to me. All of you guys.
Sir.
All of you. Joshna,
Yes,
Gauri,
sir.
Arjun, Lata, Sai. Huh? Please. Are you understanding me? So it is this value is not completely changing. Only some part of it is changing. So we can go with contents. What that contents means, we can write with help of contents. Using that contents, we can say ID. Some part of that message we can provide. Some part of that attribute value we can provide. How to provide? Look here and tell me. Using syntax. Look at the syntax for contents first of all. Contents with tag name, without tag name here. Contents, attributes, comma, that sequential characters you can provide. Not only attribute, we can writing with a text also. Text. Use not without. See, there is no attribute here. No attribute, not value. Text. For what we use text, you know? For what we use text? For links here, hyperlinks. Hyperlinks, we have links, text only, right? Text of that. Yes, we can go with that. Contains text. If you have a very big link name, huh? Please. Who is that? Shankar, Jaishwal. Yeah, see that. Do you understand? We can write contents with attribute, or we can write content the text also. Text means especially when the hyperlinks, especially link names. We can write with the tag name, without tag name also. Now you look at the syntax and tell me with the tag name or without tag name, no problem. Understand syntax first. Contents, attribute, partial link text. Contents, text, partial link text. Once you write number of example, then you get clarity. Don't worry, wait. We'll write number of things one by one. Now tell me how to write XPath for that radio button. This radio button. Right click on it.
Tag name.
Inspect element. Always start with double forward slash. First basic syntax. Double forward slash. What is
Tag.
that? Yeah. What is that tag name?
Input.
Input. Yes. Tag name is input.
Input.
Open square bracket.
At the
Here
rate
again.
of
Yes. Again inspect element. Again inspect element for that radio button and get ready with that. ID value 1. At the rate.
ID.
ID is equal to. No.
Right.
No. We are going with contents, ma, not basic
Contains.
expert. First,
Okay.
contains.
Contains.
Contents. Open parenthesis. At the rate.
Attribute.
ID.
ID.
Comma. Not equal to, comma. Single quotation. Close your parenthesis and close your square bracket. And again inspect that radio button again. Try to inspect that radio button. Now your choice is we can give some part of it.
U underscore 1.
U underscore 1. What is changing in runtime?
Last character.
Last characters change that. Okay. Now copy this XPath. Copy this XPath and paste here. And say that XPath. In future also, it won't create any problem. I am expecting, let's say. We have different tools to write our XPath here. Before you copy to Eclipse, you have to write your own XPath. We evaluate that XPath and then copy it, paste to Eclipse. Don't write directly in Eclipse. Click on create account. Now I hope it will identify that. See that. Is it identified that element here first of all?
No.
There is 9 elements with that. Look at that. There are 9 elements with that. See, 1 of 9. There are 9 elements, contains the same. So in that situation, we have to go with index number.
Okay.
Index number. How to give index number means open parenthesis beginning of that, close parenthesis end of that, within square bracket, go on giving number 1. Look at that. It's this element. It's locating for first name. No. 2. Or I'm giving 8, 9. Okay, let me give directly 9. So to which element is locating now? Check it out. To which element is locating?
Female.
Correct.
No.
So
Not female. Female?
cases with this input, with this.
No.
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 It is
No.
So all the corner cases are working fine.
8.
Want. Do you have any suggestions or in this area?
8. Look at that.
6.
Okay.
It may be
6.
6th element. Female now. Right?
Yes.
So I will these cases are
Yes,
not
please
working.
mute your mic.
So
Mute your mic. Index number is also very important here. When you have with the same text, numbers will not change. Index number, position. Index number means position of that element in that web page will not change by developer. Now 100% it will identify thing. Identified or not? Look at it.
Yes.
Selected male, female, red button. See that checked in runtime. Check in runtime. This is opened by Selenium, right? This browser is opened by Selenium. Check in runtime. Go and check that ID value of that in runtime. Click on this arrow icon. Click on this female. What is available? U underscore 12. 2. Before it's showing 4, sometimes showing 2, sometimes showing 3. Dynamically, it goes on changing. In that situation, you can take help of contains. What is contains now? It is very handy export. Selenium locator, and sometimes it saves the life of your test automation engineer also, because it is in our hands. We can write our own. When an attribute of element is dynamic, then you can use contains for the constant part of that web element, but also you can use contains in any condition when you need. Anything, see, any sequential part changes, middle of that element, middle of that attribute value, beginning of the attribute value, end of that attribute, anywhere it changes, go with contains. Contains always looks for what? Sequential characters. It looks for what? Sequential characters. So we can write with a tag name. See, I told 3 ways we can write contains. Look here, all of you guys. Without tag name, with a tag name. Okay. In that also we can write with attribute. We can write for text also. Remember that. When you write for text here, for which element we write for text means hyperlinks. Hyperlinks. Okay. Not only contains, there is one more expression I told you in Selenium Java class. Starts with also. Do you remember? Starts with. This is also similar to contains. But contains, we can use beginning of the characters, middle of the characters, end of the characters, end of that attribute value. But starts with prefix. Starting text. When we use this, anybody? When we can go with starts with? Whenever attribute value changes, end part of the property value changes. End part, not beginning. Not beginning of that attribute value. Now, in that female, what is changing? End part changing or starting text is changing?
End part.
In part.
End part is changing. So what we can use, either we can go with starts with or we can go with contains also. It's also a handy way. Instead of contains, say starts with. In starts with also we can write 3 ways here. Remember all of you, we can write 3 ways. One is called what? Starts with attribute. One is called start with text. with the tag name, without tag name, index number also. Remember that we can provide index number also using indexing number. When we use indexing number,
If we have duplicates.
that means whenever elements go with the same text, repeatedly, then also we can go with that particular option also. So that is also one more way of writing XPath, which starts with also no problem. That we will see. Starts with, remember, we can write starts with, same. Instead of contents, we say starts with here. But use whenever end part of the attribute value changes. See that I use user message. Suppose a developer changing messages. Assume that. So that I'm using user here. Starts with user. That is one more way. Chained XPath declaration also we can write. Chained XPath. Chained XPath means we can change multiple relate XPath. More than one relate XPath anamata. Using double slash to find elements location as shown below. Child element. See that. Div class name. One more. See that. I started with a div tag name here and I started with what? Input tag name. And then see that. This text box, enter message text box, start with the div tag and also having input tag. Look at that HTML code also you have to learn here. Look here, all of you. If I take this element, any of this element, this text box, look at this element. Input tag. But from where it has come? From where it has come? See that div tag.
From parent.
Yeah, from this in the div, in that we have see open tag. Look at that. Open tag means open. It has come from where? It has come from form. Look at that. Main is form. From that form, in that we have this many div tag. It has come across this many div tag. In that div tag, again what we have? Input tag. In that div tag, we have input tag. Two attributes. When you want to write two attributes, see start div class name, input search name. For this, how you write now? Tell me. How you write for this? Double forward slash div.
Div.
How many divs are there?
158.
Directly go to the div. Directly go to the div means go that inspect that element. We can take the div tag. Div tag. I can take the div tag as open square bracket at the rate class. Yes, class is equal to single quotation.
Yes, sir.
Again inspect here. Don't see it may collapse. Don't worry. Placeholder. What that? It has class name is placeholder. Placeholder. Closure square bracket. Again double forward slash. In that div tag we have input tag. Input.
Open
Square,
brace.
open square
bracket
at the rate
at the rate
ID.
You can take ID or name. I am taking name, no problem. Name is equal to single quotation square bracket close. What is that name value?
First name.
First name.
Look at that. Is it showing any element for that? 0 of 0.
No.
Why?
No duplicates.
No, it should draw. You should highlight that element, not highlighting that element. Look this documentation. What I done here? Class name. Again, with I gone with input tag. Look at that. Any mistakes next path? At the rate class is equal to placeholder. Name is equal to single quotation. Not locating. Div class. When look at div class here itself, look for the div class. There are 7 elements here. There are 7 elements with the div tag. Yes, this is the right one, but this is the right first position for it. Give index number 1. Double forward slash
Input. Square. Open square.
open square bracket at the
At
rate
the rate name.
ID is equal to, our name is equal to single quotations, close your square bracket, ID value. Let me copy this ID value. Will it identify
Yes, sir.
that value? Will identify now? No.
No.
Index number.
Sir, none.
No index number. Ma. It's not
Yeah.
showing any of that.
Oh.
But for this element, we cannot write directly like this. When you want to go and identify that respect element, we cannot directly write for all elements. It comes based on the XPath expression. When you want to write grouping, chained XPath, accordingly we have to use where it is required, not for every element. Okay, not for every element. We'll see coming how you write. But remember where it is starting, and from the form tag, see that it's having only one form. In that form we have div tag. That's the reason we written directly. But here in that form, see, after form we have a lot of elements in it. Inspect element for that. Lot of div tags we have. It's not directly from the form. It's not directly from the form here. Not directly from the form. In that form, see that lot of open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 div tags again. In that 6th div tag, again that first name has been given by developer. So somewhat you have to study HTML code also. Okay, we'll see. Wait, one more. I'll show practically. So when you want change XPath, we can declare like this. Not only chained XPath, we discuss in core Java class OR operator, AND operator. Do you remember?
Yes.
What is OR?
Both values are true. It returns true. Both
Both are
values
false,
Sir,
false.
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 Both are false, false. Otherwise,
True.
both are false, false. Otherwise, true.
Correct.
False,
And,
false.
enable the ideal type.
False,
So
false.
False.
assume
No
that
element.
whether it is
No element.
Please mute your mic here. Somebody is talking to client or somebody. True, false. Written for A.
True.
Written
A.
for A. A means it look for first element.
Yes, sir.
False, true means written for B.
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 Second element.
Second.
True, true means both elements.
Both elements.
So R is case sensitive. You should not use capital R. Don't say R as capital. Okay. We can take any element. We can take any R operator. When you have R operator, we can take help of that. Either this enter message or show message also. Suppose two text box we have. What does it mean? How to write that R? ID is equal to, we can take a class name control. ID is equal to user message. Either this or this. Identify either this element or this element. Then we can take help of that particular option. Not only R, AND operator. What is AND means? All of you know that?
Both should be true, then true.
Both should be true, true, otherwise false.
False.
False, false, no element. True, false, no element. False, true, no element. True, true. Written for both element. Again, it taken for this enter message again. User ID, message. Some example I taken. User message. And means either this, both properties should be same. It has come from control message. It has come from class name control, form control. I'm specifying. And whenever attribute values changes dynamically, only we go for XPath here, not every time. But you should remember all the syntaxes, very important. Okay. So both attribute value should be same. Attribute value, not attributes. Attribute value should be same for R operator. AND operator ki both should be same. R operator, anyone can be true, no problem. This is one way of writing. Here, see, example, if you take for this female, how to write using AND operator. Tell me, you tell me here, all of you look at it and tell me, what are the two properties which are true? Tell me two properties I should know. Which are true?
so
Value, style,
these
export.
conditions must
So
again
Value,
Style
Style
export.
expert.
value and
Style
Style
expert.
export.
true, true.
It is an open variable.
Sir, yes, sir. No,
Yes,
value
yes, it
and
is
style.
Value is
because
Value equals to 1.
no, is con-
But there is no style XPath is 1. Yeah, of course. Yes, we can write right here. What the tag name?
Input.
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 Input. Open square bracket at the rate. What you told me? Two properties. What that one? Two properties you
Value.
told me?
Value.
Well,
Value. Okay.
Yes.
At the rate.
yes, sir.
Value
Value
You,
is equal to
is equal to single quotation.
1
one,
Yeah. And
and
Style expert.
at the rate
at the
style
rate.
expert.
At the rate.
Style expert.
Style XPath.
style
See,
expert.
but style XPath different. We can't go with style. Go with value, value, and type. What is that? Type is radio. We know that. Type is radio. Value is 1. Pakka. It is true only. Type of that button is radio. Value is 1. First button. Go with this radio. Go with the type. What is there?
Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
Type is equal to single quotation. What is that?
Radio.
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 And what is the value it has?
Okay.
1.
One.
Closure,
Close.
square bracket. Exactly locating for that. Look at that. Highlighting that element. 1 of 1. Suppose I want go with female. Male. Change that value 2. Now it goes to male. Look at that.
Yes.
So type will be same here. Type will not change. Value will change. But this is true or not? And operator means true. Both are true only, right? Both property values are true. It is a second value and type is radio. In that situation, we can take help of either or operator and operator also, according to your situations. That is one way of writing XPath. Not only that, XPath with the text especially. We can find element with exact text. Suppose this is my text. Hyperlink, you can take hyperlink also. Define exact link. See, suppose take any link terms. Terms is one link name. // anchor A, that we know. It's a hyperlink only. Anchor A, right click to mouse, inspect element, anchor A. It's anchor A only. Start with the anchor A. Open square bracket, text. Don't use attribute. Text. Open close parenthesis is equal to single quotation,
Okay.
square
Text.
bracket close.
Yes,
What that value?
Terms.
text.
Exactly
Sure.
copy that and paste here. How many links are there with that text?
3.
Yes, yes.
3. How many we have?
3 links.
3 links.
Yeah.
One, this one, and somewhere internally it's available. But I won't get always 1. How to get that 1? Open parenthesis at the beginning of it, end of it, close at parenthesis. Always go
Index
with index
value.
number. Yes, index number. Give that number 1. Give 1. What is that? 1. For what it is locating? 2. Still there are 2 elements with that. 2. Now exact locating or not? Look at that.
Yes.
So it's second position. That element having second position.
Okay.
So we can write with the text also, not only always with basic XPath, we can write using text also. Remember that. That's what I told you. In contents, we can use text. In starts with also, we can use text. Do you observe with that, all of you? In contents also, we can write using text. In starts with also, we can use text. Eప్పుడు వాడతాం contents అంటే when you want to go with some part of the text. When you want to go with some part of starting text, then use, no problem, no restrictions at all. So, somebody is disturbing here. Who is that? Please mute your mic. Okay, we can write based on your business requirements. Not only contents, not only text, not only and not only or operator. We can also write with ancestor. What is ancestor here? It finds
Parent
element
to child.
before ancestor statement and set top node and then start find elements that node in above so and so. Ancestor means it will go with, you know, grandparents, parents we call ancestors, right? Grandparents, parents, those are called ancestors. Not required, but some situation we can also write with ancestors. Eighth way, we can write ancestors colon 2 forward slash we have to say 2 back, or sorry, 2 colons we have to say, and we have to go with the ancestors also. That different ways we have. Class name contains so and so ancestor due tag. Yes, you can take that one. Not only ancestors, export with following. What is following here? Anybody? General meaning.
One after the other.
The next coming
Next
one.
one.
Enter A, enter B. Any one of you tell me what is enter A, what is enter B? Which is following which? Which one?
B is following A.
B is following A.
A is following B or B is following A, ma?
A.
The B is following.
B is following
Yes. That means it starts to locate element after given parent node. So A will be a parent or child?
A. Parent.
Parent.
A is parent.
Parent for which child? B and
B.
so suppose say for example in a family there are three children. Okay, how do you call them? Following. How do you say following in that for that parent only? These 3 children are belonging to one parent, remember that. How do you say following in that? Youngest brother following one sister, and sister is following elder brother. Last 2 persons, 2 and 3 is following whom?
The elder one. The first.
Elder one. So elder one becomes parent there. Elder one becomes parent. So that's also it finds elements before following statement and set top node. Top node means parent, starting from top to bottom, you can say top to bottom, and then starts to find all elements after the node so and so. That means see, which is having this C. Suppose this is a value, it's available. Say that 2 elements we have. Enter 1, enter A, enter B, enter A, enter B. What did I taken? ID is equal to form ID get total. Why I taken form get I total? It's a parent. Yes or no? Get total is a parent form. It's in the form. Both are in a form. Enter A, enter B, text box are available in a form. Get total form. So that I have taken this as parent and remaining I have taken as following input. Now I can give 1 or 2. 1 means 1, index number 1. 2 means index number 2. First identify the parent in that, and then we have tried with that. So what is a parent here? For example, form kada? Somewhere we see form. If I inspect this element, I think I'll find one parent here. It came from where here? It came from form. Yes or no? It came from form. Look at that. Double forward slash parent form. Open square bracket. You can identify with what it should idea and whatever is that. Again, inspect element, idea, what it has. Go and see that form. You can take ID. ID is equal to Rija or Rich. At the rate, ID is equal to single quotation, Rich, closure, square bracket. See that. In that there are number of elements following. This is a parent. Now you can use 2 colons, following. No, we have to say double forward slash, not colon here. Double forward slash following colon.
Double colon.
Yeah, input, because they're following with this input tag only.
Yes, sir.
That input. If I say 1, which element it is? Somewhere in that. If I say 2, which element it is going on? First name. Look at that. This 2 form, first name is following which one? This register form. 3. Look at that. 3. surname. Next, 4, email address. 5, like that. So when we can use this way, whenever these elements attribute values changes, then take help of this option very clearly accordingly. Do you understand, all of you? Following also, 1 second. Sorry, here. I thought it's again. I have one more class. Sorry, I'm continuing. Sorry. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. I'll send this document. Please go with that syntax. All of you learn first. Okay, and tomorrow class I'll show write our own basic X path. Okay, guys. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sorry. I thought it's up to
Yes,
8.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.